So I finally fixed the loud noise that was coming from my engine on my Harley Davidson Sport Glide Softail here, and it turned out to be a loose ACR. Now throughout this whole process I've been doing lots of shorts, and I've been making shorts specifically trying to answer some of your questions as well, or some of your bits of advice, like saying, is it the fuel, is it loose exhaust, that kind of thing. So each time I've tried to address that, so hopefully you've caught up with that as well. But for me, it's really just been about a process of elimination and just troubleshooting, just to find out exactly what it is. So if you're riding along and you've got this sort of banging noise, this clapping sound coming from your engine, the chances are it's either a faulty ACR, an ACR that is burnt the end cap off, or it's a loose ACR itself. Because that's the only reason that it's making that sound. It's losing compression. Now, the question is, why is it only making a certain sound, or that certain clapping sound, in a certain RPM range? I really don't know. Now for my part, what I've had to do, I've had to make my own ACR removal tool, because the one from Harley Davidson, I think you might be able to get them over here for about £150. Not from Harley, I think they have to come from Bosch, and they're really difficult to come by. So I made one out of a 1316 spark plug socket, and it works great. The other thing is that the ACRs here in Europe, at least, are really hard to come by. I know they've changed them, they've redesigned them, but there's only 2 in Europe, would you believe? And I've got one of them, and it's on its way to me. I think I should have ordered 2, but they're £95 each. £95. I mean, in some places I've seen them even more expensive. So the problem with mine was that one of the ACRs, the front ACR, was loose. After all the other troubleshooting that I did, and I eliminated everything else, the front ACR was loose. But I think one of the problems is I've only tightened it up. Now I've come back out again, it started to make a little noise again. The problem is I didn't thread lock it because I didn't take it all the way out. So I think because of the heat expansion, it's got a little bit loose in there. The other thing is, because I've actually damaged the rear ACR when I was using my first version of the ACR removal tool, now that could be duff as well. So what I decided to do was, I know what the problem is. I'm going to wait until I get my ACR, then I'm going to remove everything again and check both ACRs to see if they're damaged in any way, replace the one that is damaged, thread lock them both, and then see how I go. And I think that will solve the issue. Now, one of the things that happens when I make videos about troubleshooting, or there's an issue and I don't really know what it is and I'm trying to figure out myself, lots of people will, you know, throw suggestions at you, or throw advice at you, or throw opinion and say, look, this is definitely what it is. The problem is, you just don't know who is right and who is wrong, and you don't know what is the right way to go sometimes. And all I can say is that I try, take that advice, or I take what somebody else is saying, and I try it out. And that's hopefully what I was trying to demonstrate with you all, that I was just taking suggestions, troubleshooting, and see how it goes. In the end, it was just a process of elimination. And I suppose that's what I would always say to anybody: just eliminate everything that you can before you get into the really expensive items that you may need to replace. But for now, the heroic Harley is running sweetly, and basically I'm going to get back on the bike, head on down the road, and go and enjoy this bank holiday here we have in the UK. The sun has been shining for a week or so now, so it's absolutely gorgeous. Lovely roads to ride, although it's really busy on the roads today, but you know, everybody going out and enjoying the bank holiday, I suppose. But anyway, me and the heroic Harley are going to be heading on down the road there and having a bit more fun. And I'll catch you again on another video coming very, very soon, I'm sure. But we'll see. Ta-da.